M1finance.com. I've had so many people reach out to me. Josh, what do you think about M1 Finance? And the other question is, Josh, how do I invest in ETFs in a recurring way? I've always said, well, just do the mutual fund. So VTSAX as opposed to VTI. But I like ETFs better. I just do. But there's never been a way to invest recurring with ETFs. You always had to do it in mutual funds, or you just pick a stock or pick an ETF and just every now and again you make a trade. That's not efficient. And so here comes M1 Finance. Let me turn my phone off here. I'm a huge fan of it. Now, I do not have an account with M1 Finance. I don't. Be advised. And I also get affiliate commissions if you open an account through M1 Finance. And it's a good account. I get $100 if you have $1,000 in there, presumably. I don't know. That's what they say. We shall see. But I freaking, I love it. I think it's fantastic. All these people who use M1 Finance say, what do you think about it? And I don't know that much about it. But as I've been thinking, like, there's got to be a way to invest in ETFs without actually having to manually make the trade, execute the trade. And M1 allows you to do that. And so I love it. I think it's fantastic. I'm sure there are other platforms. Betterment, I don't know if Betterment does. I just don't know. But hey, for the amount of people who email me about M1, that you can buy fractional shares, and that's the critical thing, fractional shares. And then 2, that you can buy ETFs on a recurring basis without actually executing a trade. That's why I said I better look into it. Started doing some research. I said, man, this looks pretty good. And then lo and behold, I can get paid on it too. And you know me, the capitalist I am, all about the money, man, the money, because I'm a capitalist. I have my top hat on and my cane. The Monopoly guy, man, let's look at this. This is fantastic. I don't have my account there. I just have VTV at USA. That's literally what I have. And I'm not changing that, so I don't think I need this, but to be honest with you, I might. All right, so let's look at, I don't like this. You can borrow. You don't want to be borrowing. And pretty soon you'll be able to you can spend, it looks like they're going to offer a pretty high falutin checking account. I'm not a fan of the borrowing aspect of it. But I do like the investment. So let's take a look. We're going to hit invest. Free automated investing. It empowers you to manage your money and build wealth with ease. You can build a customized portfolio of the stocks and funds you want, or choose from more than 80 expert portfolios. Can't decide? Well, do one of each. Fractional. See, there used to be something called Share Builder, I think, I think it was sharebuilder.com back, oh man, almost 20 years ago now, which I was somewhat of a big fan of, because you could buy fractional shares. And fractional shares, what we try to do is we want to have round lots, 100 shares. It's tough to do that, especially on Amazon. How much does Amazon cost? $1,500. I mean, that's real money. So you're not only not going to have a round lot, but B, if you want 33 and a half shares, anyway, you're not going to get that extra half a share if you execute it normally, because you got to say the number of shares that you're looking to buy. And so then you got excess money that's just sitting there waiting for you to deploy it someplace. And that's not efficient. And you want to be fully invested. So fractional shares is a huge win for me. Absolutely. And you can't go to USA and buy fractional shares of a stock. You can't. So inherently it's inefficient. They let you do it here. And it doesn't cost anything. No trading fees or commissions. You can even set a schedule to automate your investing. That's nuts. And you can do individual accounts, joint accounts, traditional Roth and SEPs, and trust accounts, living trust. And you can, they got a healthcare. I mean, they got real estate. Oh, this would be a good place to have a real estate ETF in there in your Roth. They get expert pie. Just all kinds of stuff in here. You don't want a green ETF. You don't want anything solely on technology or healthcare. But let's just say you have your 401k, and you follow my premise, like bonds in a 401k at your company, and I'm not saying all bonds. I'm just saying that's what I'd say. And then you're going to start a quote unquote play account. You're going to dump $10,000. You're like, I believe in healthcare stocks, for instance. Well, this is freaking perfect, man. Perfect to do that. Or you can say, look, I'm going to do a Roth and dividend or real estate ETFs. Perfect. This is perfect for that. I love it. Put every penny to work. I completely agree with that. So let's see YM1. Oh, I want to see the YM1. Save time. All right. Save time. Yeah. the old, exactly the old way. Buy security, the new way. Add to withdraw money, create your portfolio. Hands off account management. No manual trade. Man, that's huge. Trading is intimidating too, by the way, for a lot of people just starting out. And so because of that, they don't do anything. And that's not good. So open an account here and let them do it. I love that. I love not having to make trades. Just build a portfolio of your investments and they'll take care of putting the money. I think that's fantastic. They'll rebalance it. Intelligent automation allocates money from every deposit to maintain your target asset allocation in fractional shares. I make good financial habits effortlessly. Simply select the size and frequency of deposits and watch your portfolio grow. I don't like the borrowing money thing. I was going to show you something else though. Earn more. Did we already do earn more? Let's see what their earn more thing is here. Invest for free. After all, every dollar you don't pay in fees, another dollar in your pocket. Put a tax efficient investing. So M1 Finance tax efficient investing uses a lot allocation strategy when selling securities to reduce the amount owed on taxes. You request a withdrawal of your account. Our algorithm determines which securities to sell based on target allocations. We then sell securities prioritizing on losses that offset future gains, lots that result in long-term gains. And man, after executing the sale, we transfer the funds to your bank account. That is freaking nuts. Oh, I love that. We then sell security with losses that will offset future gains. Lots that result in using long-term gains as opposed to short-term. And then finally, your short-term gains. Starting with a portfolio today, discover better returns. Yeah, right here. Spread the word and earn more. We'll give you 10. When you refer a friend to M1, we'll give you each $10 to invest. All you need is a unique referral code. And here they're letting you borrow personal loan with M1 at 4.25. Interest rate is based on the federal interest rate and subject to change. What's the security on that? That's fantastic. Let's keep going here. Let's see how they invest, how it works. I want to go back to right here. Yeah, let's go back to learn more about their pie. So here they got 5 stocks. Don't do this: Apple, Google, Tesla, Snapchat, Amazon. But you're saying, look, I'm putting 20% each one. So every dollar you put in, 20% are going to each of those 5 stocks. That's freaking awesome. Select the target weight. Just fund your pie. They put it in fractional shares or not. I love that, man. As you continue to fund your portfolio, money will automatically flow into your investments. Presumably, when they pay a dividend, it goes automatically 20% in too. So here they took out Snapchat. They say, I'm moving my Snapchat, and then they're rebalancing to 25%. I wonder if that actually does happen. Does a dividend, let's say Apple pays a dividend, does the Apple dividend just go back to Apple stock and then they rebalance? I guess it doesn't matter. So if they pay a dividend, it goes back to reinvest in Apple stock, then they're going to rebalance. Then you can choose some expert pies. So they got responsible investing, general investing, hedge fund follow. Man, that's. See, I get caught up in this. This is why I can't do it, because I'd be on this all the time. Like, oh, what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? I'm too excitable. And they just change the way you invest, build your pie. Okay, so I got to open up an account. Yeah, I don't want to do that here. Because I know what I'll do is I'll get too excited by this, and then I'll start saying, well, what if I do that? But again, going back, if you like healthcare and REITs, that's a perfect thing for a blog. For a Roth. Let's go to facts. I'm going to go to expert pies. Are professionally curated allocations of securities, ETFs, or stocks created by the staff at M1, and that can be used for your portion of your portfolio. Are based on generally accepted investment methodologies. Is created to aid you in the creation of your portfolio. So say you want to do it, I want the experts to run half, I can run the other half. You can use an expert M1 pie just like any other pie on the system. It can be used for a portion, all or none of your portfolio. You can read about how the ETFs are selected. And let's take a look. We select each index by clicking the attached ETF. All right, let's take a look. Did I click on that? Oh, here we go. Oh. Okay. I don't know what they got. Webinar. They just had a invest. Here we go. Yeah. I don't want to get too deep in that. That's. Let's click on that. PDF. Where's the PDF? Let's see. Hold on a second. I'm gonna pause. All right. So there's their platform costs. I couldn't find the PDF. I didn't look all that hard, frankly, but presumably they have Vanguard. Actually, let's see if they got Vanguard here. Hold on a sec. All right. So two perfect things here, real quick. I want to share with you that just from the comments on the M1 Finance Reddit community, and I'm not on the Reddit community, but I do look at their boards on occasion. It looks like you can invest in Vanguard. They got VTI, VXUS. That's the ex-US ETF. That means no U.S. stocks in there. VTI is the total stock market index. And one guy says, does anyone have a list of all the ETFs and index funds M1 Finance provides? And this guy says, if you can find it on the New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, or BATS exchange, is most likely on M1. That's freaking awesome. And this person posts, this is a milestone for me, guys. I'm the first person in my family to have invested in the stock market, coming from a family that's financially uneducated. I feel happy. Thank you guys for investing with me. And look at that. It's freaking awesome. It's only $1,200, $1,100. That's a step in the right direction. It's better than freaking nothing, man. So kudos to this person. That's what makes it. I love it. I'm a huge fan of M1. Now, look, I don't know how it works, whether okay, so anyway, you go on the Reddit thing. I'm sure there's some issues here. Here we go. They got Coca-Cola Johnson. Man, it's freaking nuts. I love hearing stories like this. I'm some basically run-of-the-mill, lower, working class income family, whatnot, and yet I'm investing $1,000. That's a big flipping deal. So whoever wrote that, kudos to that person. Geomatic. I think that's fantastic. I love it. And I'm very happy to see that. And if it takes a place like M1 Finance, I don't know how they get paid. You have to figure that out. But I love it. So I'm a fan. I might have to. Well, see, I know what's going to happen if I go here. I'll start doing stuff that I want to do. I don't want that. So I'm keeping my stuff at USA. But I will tell you, if you need, let's go back to M1 Finance. M1 Finance. If you go to m1finance.com and set up an account, do it through my link I put down here, and I get paid. But even if you don't do it my thing, I don't care. Just do it. I think it's great. I love it. I love the idea. You got fractional shares, no trading costs, automatically invested, and I'm just a huge fan. So if you are part of M1, we'd love to hear your comments. Put them down below. All right, we'll see you guys.